Hello and welcome to What Maps, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday's What Map. Bonbon here. How are you doing? Right, before we crack on with today's creator request map, don't forget, if you haven't already watched last night's Skylines talk with Antonio Bernal, it's on, and you can look at it straight after today's show. Okay, today, Cardemere by Compo. It's a creator request and they are an avid follower of the channel. Thanks for that. Don't go expecting any favours though, huh? We've got a start square which has got everything you need in it, like some water and a highway connection. What more really? And there is resources, boldly going where no resource has gone before. Right, now the Steam Workshop page. Montebello and Satellite are the two things, plus a generic tree pack and a couple of network extensions kind of thing. But check out this, check out that. Inspired by the awesome YouTuber BonBonB. If you haven't seen the channel, you should, if you like a wee chuckle. Well, no favours from me, Compo, no favours from me. If it's rubbish, I will tell you. Right, well, first of all, let's check out the highways. A little bit glitchy here and there, like there. There's Jinky for you. Not horrendous though. We can just about tolerate one or two of those in the map, I guess, as an oversight. And then we've got a little bit of a connection going on here. But look at this. If you are heading up the highway and taking a right turn there, this way, right up here, coming up here at national speed limit, taking a right turn, it's a bit sharp, isn't it? On top of that, you've got to manoeuvre around that gantry. That's a little bit awkward. Anyway, that goes off to a tunnel. We'll finish the journey at that tunnel coming the opposite direction, okay? Under this bridge, which we'll ignore for now. And yeah, another one of these connections from the other direction now. And once again, you're taking the right angled turn into a highway traffic. It's not as bad as the first one. I can kind of accept right angled turns off of a highway just about. I do see them close to me, so there we are. And then down here we've got a little jink here, another jinky jink, and then the bridge. Now this is technically a perfect bridge. I have no major problems with it, but does it really need to be raised up that high? Could it have been a little bit lower, possibly? Well, we'll look at that in a little bit of thought maybe. Here's that stock Wishbone Connector. That's your start square there. And while I think about it, do take a glance at some of these trees. They seem to be laid down with a prop line tool. There's tree brushing and then road under rail. This rail here just pops out long enough to annoy me. We'll look at that later. Now how about this perfect bridge again, but not raised? Weird. Very strange, I would say. Right, another Wishbone Connector here. But before we go that way, which is the route we want to go, I just want to show you this. This I quite like, okay? We're heading up a hill, and this just goes off to the fog up here in the hills. And that's unusual. That could have quite easily gone to the fog at ground level, but I quite like that. Okay, let's follow this and see where this leads us, shall we? So yes, Compo. Yeah, it's good to actually review your map. It's taken a while. We could go that way, but we're going to come out that way. That's interesting. Let's go the boring route, shall we? Every time I see something interesting, I'm driving away. Yeah, a bit jinky there as well. Have you noticed that? Every time something I go, oh, that's interesting. Let's go this way. Yeah. That's that. Oh, look at this. This is plain awful, this little bit. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Okay, up and over, and now before we go that way, there is tunnels there, and that leads off to the fog, tucked down in that little crevice. There was a highway connection out. And here, once again, another sharp right off of a highway going at national speed limit. Okay, well, that's the second time we've seen that. Perhaps it's a deliberate effort to confuse me. To gain to gain reputation for being crazy with your junctions, possibly. But yes, these trees that are growing out of the road. This must be a trunk route. Okay. I'll never tell that joke again. Until the next time. Sorry. Right, Jinky again there, and back out. Yeah, some of these trees, like I say, they've been plastered down with a tree brush, and that's fine. But then, like I say, occasionally you'll see them lined up, like in accurate lines. It's very strange. Because if you're going to put down trees with a prop line tool, another one, you would imagine that they would all be there, not deleting some of it. It was weird. Anyway, this I quite like, this little road down the valley. That was quite pleasing to me. And then we're out into the plains. Plenty of build plane on this map. Plenty of it. And now this bridge, perfect bridge, but my goodness is it steep. That could have gone up at ground level to the riverbank and just taken a little jaunt over, but it's raised so high. Goodness me. Normally you see that if you're trying to allow for shipping underneath. Trust me, there is no shipping underneath there. Now, junction time. If we were to go right, which we're not, but I'll show you this. That then goes into a tunnel. It comes out on the highway over there, which we'll see in a minute. We're going back this way first of all. And here, now this is what the first bridge should look like. Look, see how smooth that is. Gentle slopes, not raised unnecessarily high. Compare and contrast that with that. See, good bridge, bad bridge. Anyway, let's follow this road. Now, we are zigzagging up the side of the mountain. Now, this tunnel, look how steep that is there. He does say that he's had trouble with the tunnels. But look at this, right? We go into underground mode. Look at that. Okay, I get it. It was too steep. But this one isn't even connected. Look at that. That is not even connected. Oh dear. Well, that was a bit of a waste of a road. Anyway, yeah, let's follow this. Let's follow this a bit further. Oh, more trees in the road. That one's not fully in the road, but it's enough to be a hazard. And then a little tunnel here. This is fine. That tunnel's good. Happy with that. And this bridge here, perfectly fine and happy with that as well. They've gone elevated to flat to elevated. That's all good. A little bit jinky there. And more jinky. And now we're going up the other side again. This is, for zigzagging up the side of a mountain road, this is massive backwards and forwards. Crazy stuff. And now this tunnel, where do you think that goes, guys? And the answer is here. It actually comes out at that roundabout. There, look at that. Why? Don't know. Very odd, very strange. This roundabout, bit of detailing in the middle there, and this, yeah, what about that tunnel there? That tunnel, see the trees there in straight lines, yeah, right? That tunnel comes all the way back out to that first tunnel I showed you right back at the beginning of the show. It's very, very strange indeed. But yes, so we go back to this intersection type thing here. Odd that it is, it definitely works. It definitely works. The roundabouts are going the wrong way there. Is that me, or was that roundabout going the wrong way? I don't know. Just noticed that. Anyway, yeah, the off ramps are in the middle of the roundabout. It's very strange to see a roundabout going that route round. That's very. I mean, in the UK maybe, but all the traffic's travelling on the right hand side of the road. That's very strange. Very odd. Anyway, yeah, that's that tunnel that comes out up here. And this connection is going to cause problems. As you can see there, got two lanes cutting across two lanes. Very, very odd indeed. And then up here, that's not too bad getting off onto the highway, but then you go, oh dear. Okay, hang on. And here, sharp right turn there to get onto the highway. Oh, forget that. Forget it. I can't deal with that. Lumpy, bumpy, jinky railway line now, which goes underground. This is fine. Gone to a little cutting, and then it goes underground, and it stays underground, and it stays underground a bit more until it gets to the river, where it goes underground a bit further, and then more underground, And around here, suddenly it merges for air right by our start square. That's handy. Underground again. Now, it could stay underground all the way here, but it doesn't. It decides to come up just to annoy me long enough to have a rail over road. Why bother? You've done that on purpose, you little swine, haven't you? Perfect bridge. Back out again. And down here, we've got the tunnel to dive in there and head underground one more time. Do you know what? I think we should reward ourselves with a good old-fashioned asset review. Thank goodness for that. This is nice. We had parks yesterday and this is a park again today. Market 4x5 by Core 79. Now, I was convinced we'd done Core 79 before because I recognise the name. But we haven't. So I don't know what is going on in my head. But this is a lovely park asset. Really nice. It looks like a market. And that's pretty much all you can ask for something, is to look like what it's supposed to look like. I like this a lot. And if you leave the game running, the people do come and basically faff around. Look, there's your first visitor already. I like that. Market 4x5 by Core 79, today's asset of the day. And back to the disaster that is the great map that is Cardemere. Shipping routes. You've got two of them. They come in, they run across, they go out. You can put down docks anywhere apart from that steep bit right there. Obviously, that would be stupid. Water flow. Water flow is good on this map. The water flow is strong in this map. And very happy with it. And when we get to the end, I'm going to comment on this water flow, because I like to say good things about a map where I can. And yep, this one coming down here, this is all going upstream here, and then this is all going upstream there. But now we're going to check the sea, see if there's water flow in the sea, which would be a bonus. Nice waterfalls going on there. And out to sea, and yes, that's all good. That is possibly the best thing about the whole map. Okay? Very nice. Right. Trees everywhere. Lots of tree brushing. And like I say, if you watch out, unfortunately I forgot to slow down the camera enough to see the straight lines, but you can see them. I don't understand why we got tree brushing and then those blocky lines. I don't get it. Up here, remember we've been up here before, but instead of going off to the fog, let's head right, and you see this very lonely castle. I feel a bit sorry for it, to be honest with you. It's up there, it's had a little bit of interest, but I don't think it really does anything at all. It doesn't add anything to the map. This I like. It's a fantasy map, so I can forgive it. If this is a realistic map, that would just not work, but I like it. It's ludicrous and it's brilliant at the same time. And we've got a few more water features as well, like this one down here, an island that is almost as big as the lake itself. What we got here? Bonbon Island. No, thank you very much. I don't fancy living on here. I'd be spooked the hell out of me if I lived on there. Not good. Well, yeah, we've got a serpentine-style lake here, long and thin. And then we've got the puddle in the middle of the roundabout. And there she is. Okay, and then the trees and lines. Anything else we haven't done? I've got this lake up here and the river that runs... Oh, yeah, right on the outside of the map, you've got this raised sea as well, elevated sea, which is what's feeding all the rivers. It's hidden up there and it's just unusual, and I quite like it. And then we'll finish with one last little detail. This fella. This little fella here. That is obviously a tribute to myself. Oh, love it. Bonbon Thor, that is. Bonbon Thor. Brilliant. Right, so I quite like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much for that, Compo. Let's give you some marks. Well, aesthetically, do you know what? It's only a 2, but so much effort has gone to the design, and the idea is I'm going to give you a star for effort, so 3 stars there. Detailing, well, for me, this is a 1-star map, but the water flow's good. So I'm going to give you a bonus star for that. 2 stars there. Gameplay potential, there's plenty of room to build, but there's a lot of stuff to fix. So I can only really give you a 2-star for gameplay potential. But other than that, it was actually quite a refreshing map to have a look at, and it was entertaining. I really enjoyed my visit to Cardemere and Compo. I look forward to seeing your next map, which I'm sure will be equally entertaining. Right, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What Map series. It'll be a good one tomorrow, maybe, possibly. I haven't even seen it myself yet, but it looks good in the thumbnails. That's what counts, isn't it? And yeah, don't forget Skylines Talk. Click the link now. See you tomorrow.